this is English lesson 1. You need for this your English page. It looks like this, except without answers on it. Okay, so you need to pause your video and get that now if you don't have it. All right, we are ready to start. So in English today, we're talking about sentences. That is the basic building block of English grammar, is the sentence. And really of any grammar, because you have sentences, oraciones, in Espanol as well as in English. So we're going to focus on writing them and learning how to say them, speak with them, write with them in English. So a sentence is a group of words that expresses a complete thought. Have you ever been talking to somebody and they only said part of what they were thinking, and so you're confundido? ¿Qué está haciendo? ¿Qué está diciendo? What? ¿Qué pasó? You didn't terminar su pensamiento. So that is confusing, right? If someone doesn't finish their thought. Well, a sentence is a complete thought, so you completely understand what the person is trying to say when they say a sentence or when they write a sentence. So, a sentence always begins with a capital letter and usually ends with a period. Sometimes it ends with a question mark or an exclamation point. And we'll talk more about those later. But right now, we're just talking about when it starts with a capital letter, which it always does, and then ends with a period. If it's missing those things, we have a mistake and we have to fix it. Okay, so look up here on the board. I have a group of words and I want to know if it's truly a sentence. So first I want you to read it out loud, then I'm going to read it. Okay, it says, sleeps much of the day. Is that a complete thought? Think about it. Who sleeps much during the day? I don't know. It doesn't tell me. So I'd be a little confused, right? If I walked up to you and I said, sleeps much of the day, would you be confundido? I would be if someone did that to me. Who's sleeping? What are you talking about? So that can't be a sentence, even though it has a capital letter and a period at the end. It doesn't have a complete thought, so it's not a sentence. Now look at the next group of words. A nocturnal creature, that's an animal that likes to be awake at the night, sleeps much of the day. So here I have the same part at the end, sleeps much of the day, that I had up here, but a big difference. Here I have a complete thought. Who sleeps much of the day? Well, it's the nocturnal creature that sleeps much of the day. So I have the completion of my thought. I call this the subject and this the verb. This is the action, that's who's doing the action. So I have to have both parts to have a sentence, plus my capital letter and my period at the end. Without those things, I don't have a complete sentence. All right, let's look at these exercises. These are what are in Think A of your paper. So we're going to get started and go all the way down to number 4 together. So if you look on your paper, Think A says, write yes if the group of words is a sentence. Write no if the group of words is not a sentence. So yes if it's a complete thought, it's a sentence. 2, no if it's not a complete thought. So number 1, nocturnal creatures sleep much of the day. Now I didn't write that one on the board because it's basically the same thing that we have right up here. So that's yes, that's a complete thought. Number 2, are active at night. Is that a complete thought? Well, who's active at night? We don't know. So no, that one is not a complete thought because we don't know who is active at night. So no, not a complete thought. Number 3, many animals are awake at night. Does that tell us an action and then who's doing the action? They are awake. Who are awake? The animals. So yes, this one is a complete thought. All right, and our last one that we're going to do together. The word nocturnal means belonging to the night. Is this a complete thought? Well, our action is means. What means? Well, the word nocturnal. So yes, I have a complete thought. I have everything that I need to understand this sentence. So yes, that is a sentence.